Join and play today on Geforce Now. What is going on, everybody? It's Project Storm, and today is December 1st, 2022. And we're going to get right into this news. We have a lot to discuss and some Battlefield 2042 gameplay coming right at you. Let's jump into it, you all. All right. What is going on, everybody? It's Project Storm, and as you can see, we're live at 4K, 60 FPS. You are looking at the official Geforce Now blog. Now, we're not going to waste any time because I'm super excited to jump into this game right here that's ready to go on Geforce Now using the RTX 3080 tier, as you can see right up here. Today, we're going to be playing Battlefield 2042 at 1440p, 120 FPS. But first, we must get through today's news. And before we do that, as always, we're going to go back 3 weeks to remind you all that Nvidia and Geforce Now gave the gift of gaming with Geforce Now gift cards. 2 weeks ago, we got the big picture as select Samsung TV owners can now stream Geforce Now in 4K resolution. And then just last week, we turned Black Friday into Green Thursday with new Geforce Now deal. Now, you all can check all of this out in the blog. This is the reason why I break it down in case you all, with your busy lifestyle, you're not able to, all right? So you can always find a link in the description section below to this, as well as the updates and release highlight page and information on RTX 3080 and all those juicy details that everybody loves, all right? You can find all of that in the description section below, so just stop down there, check it out. And we're gonna move on to today's news because, as you can see, GFN Thursday dashes into December with 22 new games, including Marvel's Midnight Suns streaming soon. Gear up and start streaming Battlefield 2042 today, coinciding with the free access weekend and a special members only reward. Now, shout out to the Geforce Now community, where now we're able to stream Battlefield 2042 at up to 4K 60 FPS with or without ray tracing, with or without DLSS, Nvidia Reflex plus boost, and all those good details that makes Nvidia what it is. Now, if that doesn't tickle your fancy, we're gonna move on, you all, because it's a new month, which means Geforce Now's got the list of 22 new games arriving in December. Rise up for Marvel's Midnight Suns from publisher 2K Games, streaming on Geforce Now later this month. Then get ready to move out, members. Battlefield 2042 is the latest game from Electronic Arts catalog, streaming on Geforce Now. It arrives just in time for the free access weekend running December 1st through the 4th and comes with a members only reward. These games lead the charge among the 6 additions streaming this week. Time to Assemble. From the creators of XCOM and published by 2K Games, Marvel's Midnight Suns is a tactical role-playing game set in the darker supernatural side of the Marvel Universe. It launches on Steam on Friday, December 2nd, which is tomorrow, with Geforce Now members getting into the action later this month. All right. So I am going to be checking this one out, you all, as well as other games that you're going to be hearing about in a minute. So let's keep on going. And the only way you can check that content out is keep it locked down on the channel. Just go ahead and subscribe, hit the like button and everything. If you like gaming, if you like Geforce Now, if you like cloud gaming, if you love PC gaming, hit that like button, all right? It says here, play as the Hunter, a legendary demon slayer with a mysterious past and the first ever customizable superhero in the Marvel Universe. Put together a team of legendary Marvel heroes, including Scarlet Witch, Spider-Man, the homie, Wolverine, the other homie, Blade, the other homie, and Captain America, you got it, the other homie. These heroes must fight together to stop the Mother of Demons from completing an ancient prophecy. In revolutionary card-based tactical battles, players can use ability cards on enemies themselves or the environment. Stay tuned for updates on the game's release on Geforce Now. Step foot onto the battlefield. Now, Battlefield, you all, gets me excited. I never thought we'd see the day that Battlefield 2042 was gonna be here, streamable on Geforce Now with ray tracing and DLSS. Like I just said, you all, ultra settings and all that stuff. It's crazy. But we're gonna keep on going. It says prepare to charge into Battlefield 2042, the first-person shooter that marks the return up to the iconic all-out warfare of the widely popular franchise from EA. Available today along with the latest update, Season 3 Escalation. The game marks the 19th title from EA to join Geforce Now. Adapt and overcome in the near future world transformed by disorder. Choose your role on the battlefield with class specialists and form a squad to bring a cutting-edge arsenal into dynamically changing battlegrounds of unprecedented scale and epic destruction. I tell you what, whoever writes these, give them a raise. I always say it. You do a fantastic job, so keep it up. Now, moving down here, it says with RTX on, EA and DICE introduce ray trace ambient occlusion in Battlefield 2042. This accurately adds shadows where game elements occlude light, whether between a soldier and a wall, a tank and a tarmac, or foliage and the ground. Members can use Nvidia DLSS to get the definitive PC experience with maxed out graphics, high frame rates, and uncompromised image quality. Now, if you don't believe that, you all, in a few minutes, stick around because I'm going to show you the game running. It's right here again. Remember, here it is. I'm going to show you the game running for the very first time on Geforce Now. No shenanigans. What you see is what you get, you all, when it comes to cloud gaming. So make sure that you do what you have to do. Make sure your internet speeds and your connection is consistent. Reset your equipment. Anything you have to do so that you can enjoy this experience, you all, because we can't blame it on Geforce Now if it's delivering a high-powered experience. And we'll get into what I mean in a minute. But it says the game comes with a special reward for Geforce Now members. To opt in and receive rewards, log into your Nvidia account and select Geforce Now from the header. Then scroll down to rewards and click the update reward settings button. Check the box in the dialog window that shows up to start receiving special offers and in-game goodies. Experience the action across compatible devices and take gaming to the max with all the perks of an RTX 3080 membership like 4K resolution, RTX on, and maximize gaming sessions. The more the merrier. Members can look for the following 6 games available to play this week, and they're all up here. In case you're new to the channel, I love to shout out the developers and publishers who work hard on these games. No matter what the reviewers say, we're going to always show love. So, with that said, we're going to move to the first game. Well, before we do that, we're going to go down. It says, then time to unwrap the rest of the list of 22 games coming this month. I got tongue-tied, you all. There's so many games. First up, Marvel's Midnight Suns, new release on Steam, coming soon. Next up, Art of the Rail, new release on Steam, December 4th. Swordship is coming as well, new release on Steam, December 5th. Knights of Honor 2, Sovereign, new release on Steam, December 6th. Chain Echoes, Steam, December 7th. Ixion, coming to Steam, December 7th. Togs, new release on Steam, December 7th. Samurai Maiden, new release on Steam, December 8th. Wavetail, Steam, December 12th. Master of Magic, Steam, December 13th. Brawlhalla, Ubisoft Connect. Carrier Command 2, coming to Steam. Cosmoteer, Starship Architect and Commander, Steam. Dakar Desert Rally, Epic Game Store. Dinkum, Steam. Floodland, Steam. Project Hospital, Steam. And I took a break right there because my wife came in to ask me if I got her sandwich before I started gaming, if I grabbed the wrong sandwich. So I apologize for that, y'all. But this is what I go through to bring you all each and every week the latest news from Geforce Now, all right? Now we're gonna move on It says nothing left behind from November. On top of the 26 games announced in November, members can play the extra 10 games that were added to Geforce Now last month. And here are those games. I'm not going to go through the list. You all can check those out right here on the screen, or you can go and check out the blog. Hint, hint, that's the reason why I do this, you all. And before we get into these reviews, it says, and good things come in small packages. For the perfect stocking stuffer or last minute gift, look no further than Geforce Now. Physical or digital gift cards are always available, and tomorrow is the last day to get in on the Green Thursday Black Friday deal. So what are you waiting for, you all? Jump out there, see what it's about, give it a shot. Geforce Now is the real deal, you all, but I don't have to say that. You know what I mean? It says, before you start off a super weekend of gaming, there's only one choice left to make. Let us know your pick on Twitter or in the comments below. Now, as always, we have either a question of the week, a statement, or whatever. And this week it says you're becoming a superhero, but can only pick one of the superpowers below. Which do you choose? Now, I can tell you the superpower I'm going to choose. First up is flying. Some of you are going to pick that. Next up is super speed. Some of you may pick that. Telekinesis, super strength would be cool, right? But I'm going to go with time travel, so I can go back in time, check out the dinosaurs and everything to see how cool it was to be around that era. So I'm going to go with time travel, so I can go into the future and the past as well. But what would you pick? Go out and follow Geforce Now at Nvidia GFN on Twitter, you all, so you can keep up with the latest news as they drop instantly. All right? Now, it's not going to take that long. We only have 6 games to get through, so we're going to close out of the blog. We're going to go to the first game, which is The Night Witch. Shout out to the developers who worked hard on the game. All right, it's out now. Mostly positive reviews overall. Well, actually, it dropped on November 29th, which was just a couple days ago. Developer Super Mega Team, publisher Team 17. Shout out to them for their hard work. Next up, we have Warhammer 40K Dark Tide, a game that, thanks to Nvidia Geforce Now, I'm going to be able to stream very, very soon for you all using the RTX 3080 tier as well. So stick around to the channel if you would like to see some of that gameplay as well as other games, because I have a plethora of gameplay already on the channel for you to check out in case you're wondering why I get so hype about Geforce Now. Guys, there's no shame in my game. There's no bias. There's just high performance gameplay, and who doesn't love that? All right, so that's why I get excited, if anybody was wondering. Now, shout out to the developers again and the publisher of this one. Mostly positive reviews overall, released on November 30th, 2022, which was just yesterday. Developed and published by Fat Shark. Phenomenal game, you all. Very taxing on the GPU. All right. Next up, we have Fort Triumph. Now, I haven't even claimed this one. It's so fresh, you all, so I'm going to do that live and go ahead and place that order. And in a matter of seconds, if I was ready to play this game, I could stream it instantly on Geforce Now using the PC app right down here, you all. All right. So, shout out to the developer Cookie Bite Entertainment, published by All In Games, released on August 16, 2021. With an initial release date of August 13th, all right? Next up, we have Battlefield 2042. I still can't believe it, you all. Right in time for the holiday season. Battlefield 2042 being streamed in the cloud at up to 4K 60 FPS, you all. I'm gonna be streaming at 1440p, 120 frames per second, so let's get right to it. Now, we know the reviews are mixed, mostly negative and all that stuff, but they are working hard on the game, and I see a lot of people are enjoying the changes that they're making. So you are the gamer. You decide which games are for you or not, all right? So with that said, shout out to DICE and EA. This game dropped on November 19, 2021, and we're finally able to play it at a high level in the cloud. Craziness. Next up is Alien Swarm Reactive Drop. Overwhelmingly positive reviews. All right. And then overall, very positive. Released on April April 20th, 2017. Developed and published by Reactive Drop Team. Now, this is a lot of information, you all. I know some of you are like, wow, Storm is falling apart. But yo, what would you do is the question when you have so much news to cover and a bombshell or 2 or 3 that's coming to GeForce Now very soon. It's crazy. Now, we have Stormworks Build and Rescue. Very positive reviews overall. Released on September 17, 2020. Developed and published by GeoMeta. And now it's time to stop the music, so we're going to let Mouse Pointer do its thing. And we're showing you that we're live. And shout out to Kratos and Atreus. I want to say Atreus all the time, but it's Atreus. And we're going to go down here and we're going to launch into Battlefield to see if it works on GeForce Now. But before we do that, we're going to go to settings real quick. We're going to run a network connection test to see what my latency might look like before I start streaming. So if you see any types of issues or whatever, we'll be able to see if it's on my end or not. So right here, latency 8 milliseconds, you all. Packet loss 0. Bandwidth measured at greater than 75 megabits per second. Now I do have a gigabit up and download. That's download and upload 1 gigabit. All right. So you don't need all that speed. What you need is a consistent connection, you all. That's the most important thing when you're cloud gaming. Now, as you can see, the required specs and the recommended settings as well. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and hit that. And we're going to show you that I have already linked to Ubisoft, Epic Games, and Steam. I'm also linked to Origin, and you can also link to GOG, even though you don't see that. I'm able to play Cyberpunk with no issue at all, for example. Next. Streaming quality is right there. I have it on custom. As you can see, max bit rate. You can drag this slider to whatever you want for your needs, but why not max it out if you can? At 75 megabits per second is only going to make things look fantastic. 1440p, but as you can see, 4K is right there with the RTX 3080 tier, only with the RTX 3080 tier. So jump into it, you all. Gift cards are available now. If you're not interested in it, give it to a gamer who cares about this stuff, all right? You can order them today in the United States of America. Now, we're going to go back to 1440p. As you can see, 120 FPS right here, 60 FPS, 30 FPS right there, right? Adaptive VSync is how I like to keep mine. Adjust for poor network conditions. I keep that on. Why not? All right. Then resolution upscaling, AI enhanced. I have it on high. I used to keep it on medium because it added a little bit too much sharpness, but it seems like they've been fine tuning that. So I will leave it on high. In-game graphic settings on. Another feature that's exclusive to the RTX 3080 tier, so I don't have to worry about fiddling with settings when I play my games, all right? Now, we're going to go back. Boom. Go back to games to show you all that if you scroll down to the very bottom of the page, you have all games. Right now, GeForce Now is approaching 1,500 games. I know that's ridiculous, right? Now, you can also check these out as I scroll through Electronic Arts. It shows all 19 of those games that was discussed earlier. Instant play free demos are here, free to play. RTX on, games with ray tracing right here, you all. There's a ton of those, all right? Check them out yourself because I'm about the game. New games like Evil West, all right? All right here. Crisis 2, a game that the series that just came to Steam. And you can stream that on GeForce Now's RTX 3080 tier if you have access to that or whatever tier you have, all right? Now, you have sales and special offers, Indie Spotlight, Sega, Square Enix, all right, and more. But I'm not going to have time to go through all of that. Let's get into the Battlefield. But before we do that, I want you to click off of it when you first come here. Let's go back to settings. We're going to go back to games. And then what we're going to do is click off of the play button to the right or the left or the top or bottom. And then you can now select whether you have the game on Steam or Origin. All right. You can, like, for example, if I didn't have the game, I already have it on Origin. But I am going to hit the get button anyway, just to show you all that new get button where it'll take you right to the store page or whatever so that you can get into the game. All right. Now, let's go back in and we're going to hit the play button. I'm already linked to Origin, as you all see. And again, I have not really played the game. I played the game on my actual PC with the RTX 3080 from MSI, but I have not spent time on Geforce Now using the RTX 3080 tier on Battlefield 2042, y'all. So what is it going to play like? Well, we're about to find out, so stay tuned. What you're seeing is a real-time depiction of what happens. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. I live stream these videos. There's no editing. There's no cut cards or anything like that. No wool over your eyes. Just a realistic experience, you all. What you see is what I get. You can get the same thing too if you try Geforce Now today. And the reason I keep saying this is because, guys, if you care about PC gaming, you can't build you a nice PC. You can't get your hands on the RTX 4090 or the 4080 or whatever you want right now. If you give Geforce Now's 3080 tier a shot, you may be surprised or flat out blown away like I am. To the point where I don't even install a lot of my games. I'd rather stream them on Geforce Now. So that tells you how crazy it is for me. Now, beautiful screen already, connecting to online services. Everything is looking good so far, you all. We got the FPS counter up there in the top left. That's Steam's FPS counter. But if I hit Control plus G, I can pull up this overlay right here that allows me to go into settings and show you my actual settings again. All right, I'm not going to go through them again, but there you have it. And the number one feature that people keep asking me is, how do you get the heads up display to be in different corners of the screen, Project Storm? And here it is. All right, heads up display right here. You just go down to position, change that, and you can also turn on these options as well. All right, now let's go back because we're gonna hit one more thing. So let's close out of this. We're gonna hit Control plus N, and we're gonna see that I don't have any packet loss or frame loss or anything like that going on. So my connection seems to be stable, so I should not have any issues. I'm connected via Ethernet cable. All right, category 5 to 8 will do just fine. All right, or it should. Then we have my server, US Northeast. That's what I'm streaming to. I'm like 2 hours away from New York. All right, guys. So we're gonna dismiss that right now. Now is the time. We're gonna hit Control plus N to make this a little smaller. And then I think I'm like a level 18. I'm not a pro at the game. I'm just gonna show you all the performance of the game. All right, so we're gonna go right into Conquest and see how long it takes to get into a match. Max players 128. That looks so cool. So cool. Now this would be a good time for me to go into the settings. Let me see something. Hold on. Close this out. Where's the I do want to, oh, options right here. Bang. Right here you can go to display. We're going to put this on full screen. 1440p was already selected. And we're going to stop as soon as I get into this game, and we're going to make sure that we see all settings, all right? And do subscribe. If you're the type of person that likes to skip ahead to the gameplay or whatever, subscribe to the channel, you all. It's not going to hurt you. It's just a click of a red button. Hit the like button while you're at it so more people can see these videos and get informed about what Geforce Now is doing, because they're doing amazing things, all right? Now, we're going to deploy, right? Let's deploy at, something's telling me E1. E1, here we go. In combat. My squad is in combat. Now, okay, here we go. I'm using the mouse and keyboard. I am probably gonna die, but that's okay. 1440p, 120 hertz, as you can see right here. Field of view, I put it at 65. Brightness right there, HDR. Geforce Now does currently does not provide HDR gaming, not at this time, maybe in the future, you all, and that's gonna turn it up even higher, y'all. Now, motion blur, I turn that off. Chromatic aberration, vignette, all that stuff is off. High settings overall. Ray tracing is on. All right. Reflex, Nvidia Reflex, I advise turning that on in every game that you see it available. That's just me though. All right. And I probably skipped something, but I'm running low on time. We're gonna get out here and see how it moves. Let's see if I can get a kill or two. It feels just like playing on my RTX 3080 that's inside of this PC already. No, zero latency, ultra low latency. Let's get this kill real quick. Oh my gosh. Hey, that's how you know G for the RTX 3080 tiers for real. You know what I'm saying? If you take too long, you will get your head busted open. Now, we're going to go ahead and respawn. And then we're going to go down here, and we really are. We're going to get a couple kills, and then I'm going to end this stream. And I'm just showing you all what to expect in the very near future, because I'm going to be streaming a lot of this game. Let's get into this vehicle right here. Okay. I mean, honestly, it feels so good. Like, I'm able to do whatever I want. You know, it feels almost too sensitive. I may have to go in and tweak the sensitivity. But there's definitely no latency. There's no lag or anything like that, you all. This is going to be equivalent to playing the game on your PC. Do not listen to anybody else who's not playing Geforce Now as much as I do. Don't even listen to me. Try the game yourselves, you all, and prepare to pick your jaw up off the floor. Oh, let me get out of there. So if I hold T, I should be able to put a scope on. Now I just want to hollow. Every time I'm doing something. But that's the fun part about Battlefield. You will die hundreds of times, y'all. But I love it already. Geforce Now. And this is the thing, this is the reason why I game in the cloud in the first place. I'm playing Battlefield 2042, 1440p 120. No latency, just a high quality experience, you all. There's nothing else to say. But I do need to get me a kill. He got me. I was all over the place. There's nothing I can do about it. All right. So if you're better than me at the game, you're going to be able to put up some massive kill numbers. And so will I once I start practicing. This is only my first time playing the game on Geforce Now. Okay. This is beautiful though. But and I'm not even gonna go into the finer details and everything that I normally go into when I play these games. But check this out, y'all. Look at this. You just have to feel it to understand why I get so hyped. I get chills when I see stuff like this. Okay, let's go around. You never want to stand behind a teammate that's firing. Oh my God, who? Everybody's like Project Storm. You can get out here on Geforce Now and think that you're gonna kill us if you want, but we got something for you. That's how I feel right now. Okay, so we're like, what are we fluctuating between? Let's go check out the performance real quick. And remember, ray tracing is on. I'm not gonna turn it off right now. So we're at about 60 up to like 80 something FPS. But I'm not able to watch that right now. Okay. I got to get my first kill at some point. Oh, there it is. Hold up. He's right here. Oh, I messed up. Oh my God, I ran out of ammo. I'm nervous, that's why. Oh my God, that was just my nerves, just trying to get that first kill, y'all. Man, this is crazy. It's crazy because it feels so smooth. It looks so good. And we lost. So we're gonna end the stream on a defeat. All right. So when we come back again, we're gonna celebrate sweet victory, you all, right here on Geforce Now. Now, there it is. We did have a little bit of packet loss because now my son is streaming. My wife is home. She's doing schoolwork or whatever, so she's streaming too. But I'll take it because everything feels highly responsive, buttery smooth, you all. Welcome to Battlefield 2042 on Geforce Now. It makes me want to slap something. Ridiculous. I don't even know what else to say. I'm tired of getting excited and making myself sound like a fanboy and all that stuff, you all. But it is what it is. Don't let anybody stunt your excitement for gaming and whatever platform you prefer.
Let's get moving.
Let's get moving. You heard what he said. And then on that note right there, y'all, there's 3 things I need y'all to do. That's keep it safe, keep it positive, keep it gaming, and also keep it locked to the channel, you all, because we're going to be playing a heck of a lot of Battlefield 2042. and other games right here on GeForce Now using the RTX 3080 tier, which is the highest tier, until they decide to up the ante with maybe a 4080 or 4090 tier. Who knows what the future holds? I'm out of here, you all. Peace. Let's go ahead and cycle through. We do everything live. This is how we do it.